Today is my 70th birthday, and something really unexpected has happened. Hi, I'm Robin, and welcome back to my channel, This Creative Life with Robin, and if you're new here, welcome. The older I get, the more I realize that aging gracefully and intentionally well is a daily art practice. Like every artist, I want to stay curious. I want to keep exploring new possibilities, experiment without worrying about perfectionism, and nourish my body, mind, and soul, and notice the beauty that's all around me. When I turned 70 recently, I thought I'd be talking a lot about aging. But instead today I want to talk about transformation and something I wish I had embraced a lot sooner in life. Last night I went for a walk with my husband Jeff in the neighborhood, and he was on a mission to find berries to pick. And I was deeply in thought, contemplating just the transition I feel like I've gone through in this last month. Today is a month since I turned 70, and I still can't wrap my mind around that. I'm curious, if you are 70 or older, was it a big deal for you to turn 70? And if you're younger than 70, is the thought of turning 70 a big deal? Please let me know in the comments. Honestly, turning 70 was a really big deal for me. I want to share with you a little clip I made on the day I turned 70 and see if you can relate. Today is my 70th birthday, and something really unexpected has happened. So initially I thought, okay, maybe I'll just get the self-tanner because it's summertime and I want to wear the dresses and I want to wear the shorts. Well, wait, correction. I don't want to wear the shorts. I want to wear the capris, but that's one of those 70 things, you know. But anyway, the closer I got to being 70, the more I thought about that. Like, why? Why do I want to wear the self-tanner? Why can't I just show up and have my white, crepey legs? Like, think about it. If I put that tanner on these white, crepey legs, I started to think about all the crazy, wild things that could go wrong. What if I showed up on my birthday and I was orange or patchy or streaky? That would be hysterical, but embarrassing. That could be really scary. Okay, that could be like things could get tucked inside the little folds, you know? I'm not doing that. But the point is something switched inside of me. And I realized growing up in Beverly Hills and being on my very first diet in 4th grade because I wanted to be a movie star. I was born in South Africa to British parents, but we moved to Beverly Hills when I was 4 so my dad could work for CBS. It's 1962 and I'm 6 years old and I've got my lunch packed in my little lunchbox. Growing up in Beverly Hills, not in Africa or in England, but in Beverly Hills really shaped me in lots of ways. Here I am only 3 years later and I've joined an acting class and now I want to be a movie star. And this is when I started my first diet. My parents got divorced when I was 10, so by the time I made it to high school, I was a bit of a wild child. But the one thing that really helped me get through my crazy childhood was dance. I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks in those apartments you see in Beverly Hills, and I decided in high school that I wanted to go to UC Irvine and become a dance major. Here I am, a freshman in college, and I'm always on a diet. I'm under 100 pounds. Going to UC Irvine and being a dance major and getting my grades lowered if I wasn't the right weight taught me for years, for my whole life, that in some way or another, I always felt like I was being evaluated by somebody or something, or I wasn't good enough just how I was, and I needed to do things all the time to correct my body or fix my body. And you know what? I made a silent promise to myself when I was 60. And I remember thinking when I turned 60, and I thought it was such a big deal back then, I remember thinking, when I turn 70, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to let myself, by that point, I will have earned the right to take photographs without sucking in my tummy, or just allowing myself to just be the real, authentic me. And then the craziest thing has happened. I created the core reset for many reasons, and I won't even go into that right now. But as I've been promoting and sharing my core reset, I've been using ChatGPT, and I will give a photo of myself, like this one, for example. And this is what I'll get back: a glamorized, packaged look of myself. And chat will correct it and soften my wrinkles, or, change my thinning hair, or, work on my neck. But it's funny. I used to want that. I used to want to be photoshopped, and I used to be really camera shy, and I don't love being in front of the camera. But the more that chat would correct my photos, the more I would find myself fighting. I'd be having fights with ChatGPT, going, "You must use my authentic photos." Because honestly, it's really embarrassing when I meet people and they've seen these other, you know, perfectionized photos of me, and then they see me in person and they're like, "Wow, man, you've aged." No, honestly, I don't want to be inauthentic. In fact, the older I get, surprisingly, it's bizarre. It's such a new thing for me to actually be fighting with ChatGPT. First of all, that's kind of bizarre in the first place, but to be begging, like, please use my authentic photos. Like, what is going on here? I feel like the transformation for me is allowing myself to come out. Like, I feel like I'm coming out of the closet after 70 years of my life, and allowing myself to just be me.
Make a wish, Robin.
And I feel like that is so exciting. Just learning about what does it really mean to nourish ourselves well and age well. And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about on a cellular level, on a soul level. And so these are the discussions I want to keep having. And I'm wondering, are you having any of these kind of thoughts yourself? Are you interested in conversations like this? Oh, it's coming to us. Look at it, came through the fence to us. Hi, kitty. Oh, kitty. Hi, kitty. Oh, kitty. Oh, kitty. Hi, kitty. Please let me know in the comments if you can relate to anything I said. And I also want to know, have you ever reached a birthday or a season of life that transformed your perspective? Did it give you permission to live a little more freely or become more authentically yourself? And if so, I'd love to meet you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to follow along, I'd love to have you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And please come say hello in the comments. I genuinely love reading your thoughts and hearing your stories. So until next time, keep creating a beautiful life, and I'll see you in the next video.